Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. So welcome to a new English lesson. Today we're going to learn together how to use the present perfect and the past simple correctly. So let's go right away to these two verbs, has gone and went. And has gone is in the present perfect, went is in the past simple. That's the first piece of information I want you to know. And now let's go to know. Yes. So as I told you, today we're going to understand the differences between the simple past and the present perfect tense. And of course, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to use the two tenses correctly and to use them correctly in writing a paragraph. So let's go to the warm-up and objective discussion. So very good. So the first piece of information we've learned together is that has gone is present perfect, but went is past simple. Now I'd like to draw your attention to something important, which is the present perfect consists of two parts or two words, has and gone. Has is the helping verb, gone is the past participle, which is the third form of the verb. On the other hand, the verb in the past simple consists of one word. That's why we call it simple, past simple, because it consists of one word. But the present perfect, again, consists of two words. And you can ask me, is that always? Yes, always. So the past simple, one verb, the present perfect, two verbs, one helping, the second is the past participle. So, and now you ask me, what is the difference? We've learned how many parts or how many verbs or how many words in each tense. What about the use, which is the most important component or element we should learn today? So let's go to this part. If you understood the meaning of these two sentences, I guarantee you that you're going to understand fully, completely the differences between the two tenses. How? Let's go to the first sentence. I lived in London for 5 years. Number two, I have lived in London for 5 years. I want to ask you a question, guys. Yeah, wake up. So, what is the difference between the two tenses? Say any answer. Just express. Share with us your thoughts about the two tenses. Yes, go ahead, you. Yeah, perfect. Yes, you're right. Only one difference between the two. In example number two, we have the word have. That's the only difference between the two sentences. That in number two, in the sentence number two, we have an extra word, which is have. That's one difference. You're right. Thank you. What else? Who can guess? Yes, perfect. You go ahead. Tell me. Yes, that's the bottom line. That's the most important thing we got to learn today. In number one means what? He, or let's use I. I do not, or I don't live in London anymore. That's right, because the action started and finished and ended in the past. It's over. Goodbye. But what about the second sentence? Very good. Thank you. Perfect. Yes, yes. I started living in London 5 years ago, and I still live there. Very good. So let me underline this part and let me underline and highlight this part. Very good. Yes, yes. So that's the difference between the two sentences. So if you understand this basic difference between the two of them, I think you're going to be perfect in using them correctly and perfectly. Very good. Very good. Let's go to another part. Yes, the timeline. This timeline is going to help you understand more deeply the difference between the two sentences. How? Let's say how. So let's look at this timeline. We have past, we have now, we have future. So very good. So the present perfect in blue. Look at this arrow in blue, present perfect. And let's go down a little bit and read the sentence in blue. I have lived in Amsterdam for 2 years. And let me ask you, yes, you, this sentence in what tense? Is it present perfect or past simple? Yes, you're right. It's a present perfect. Why? Yes, because we have the word have. So that's the form of the tense. I have lived in Amsterdam for 2 years. And let me ask you another question. So does he still live in Amsterdam? Or he does not live in Amsterdam anymore? You're right. He still lives in Amsterdam. So that's the present perfect. But the past simple in red, I lived in Amsterdam for 2 years, it means he doesn't have anymore in Amsterdam. It was in the past. Something happened in the past. So we use the past simple to talk about actions or something happened in the past, started and ended in the past. But we use the present perfect to talk about something started in the past and just finished or still happening, still going on. For example, let me tell you this. Okay. You can just say, my mom, I just baked the cake. So it means what? It means that the action happened a short time ago and the cake is still there and we're going to eat it for dinner or for lunch or for whatever. Okay. So the point is, the action in the present perfect is so related, so connected to the present time. But the past simple has nothing to do with the present time. So thank you guys for paying attention. It was an enjoyable lesson. Okay. So we're going to meet again and again to discuss and understand and learn more and more about how to use the two tenses perfectly, correctly, and how to use them correctly when we're asked to write a paragraph or an essay or whatever. Thanks so much. Goodbye and see you in the new English lesson tomorrow.